Hello everybody, my name is Alisa with ADs, and today I'll be casting another Sublime Sorcery game in their adventures in 2v2 land, where the women are fatter and the men are more handsome, because that is what Sorcery and Sublime prefer. Now Sorcery, aka Josh the Cockgobbler Price, and Sublime, his life partner, is currently 1,320 points in the Diamond Division in Halcyon November. They are rank 1 and above Team Reaperling, aka One More Try and Mystic. They have 197 wins and 54 losses. Their opponents today will be CatZ and Drewbie, relatively famous players in the Root gaming community. CatZ is of course a Zerg player, Drewbie a famous Terran player, and known for his Drewbie drops, where he likes to drop shit in your mineral line when you're not looking, and SCVs really like that, so hope you guys enjoy this game. Drewbie has won quite a few Gosu Coaching 1v1 tournaments, so it should be a fairly entertaining game amongst two very high-level teams. One of them is known, of course, Drewbie and CatZ, and the other one relatively unknown, Sorcery and Sublime. But we shall just have to see. Hope you guys enjoy. Drewbie will be spawning as the red Terran in the top right position. His ally, CatZ, of course, spawning as the blue Zerg in the top left position. And Sublime and CatZ, or Sublime right now, spawning as the teal Protoss in the bottom right position, and Sorcery as the random player, spawning as the Zerg, not the Zerg, Terran this time, and he will be in the bottom left position. And right now he has that really cool looking, I don't know what that's called, but it looks pretty cool. Doing a little bit of chatting right now, and as you can see, CatZ and Drewbie are Zerg Terran, and what a lot of Zerg Terrans like to do, and especially there was a period actually where a team called One More Try and Mystic got and stayed rank 1 for a very, very long time. At one point they were actually about 200 wins and 40 losses. I think you may have saw them. But they're rank 2 now, but before they were rank 1 for a very, very long time. And what they used to do is Reaperling every game. And Reaperling is just one of the strongest Terran Zerg 2v2 strategies in the game right now, especially on maps where you can't just immediately help your ally, you can't wall off together, and you can't just help your ally immediately just because of how separated you are, and that just puts the advantage of the Zerglings in the early game just because of the surface area they can get. So CatZ looks like he's going to do a 14 gas, 13 pool, and this is going to allow him to get speed as soon as possible, probably going to pull off all his drones off gas right when he gets the 100. Drewbie not even bothering to wall off, considering he is against random and Protoss, and it's not necessarily good to wall off against that, because there's only a 2 in 3 chance that you're going to get Terran or Protoss, which is generally preferred not to wall off against. And so Drewbie right now going to be putting down his first Reaper, spawning his first Reaper, probably going to be getting Nitro Packs when he gets his 50 Nitro Packs, or second Reaper. Nope, opting to go for second Reaper instead of Nitro Packs. I usually like to get Nitro Packs after my first Reaper because of just how much better Reapers are with Nitro Packs, but matter of preference as always. Looking at CatZ's base right now, getting his speed of course, and he should be getting his first few lings. Yep, there's his first few lings out. And Sorcery going to be going Reapers as well. The best counter, in my opinion, as Terran, if you're not on shared base against Reaperling, is simply just Reapers. Because if you can catch their Reapers out of position, Reapers absolutely destroy Reapers, ironically. Because they do 18 damage against other light units, and since Reapers are light units as well, they 3-shot other Reapers. So if you can catch them up coming up from a cliff, for example, you can just kill other Reapers without taking any damage. And Reapers are obviously good against, Zerglings. So right now, Sublime does have his first Zella out, and he can't move his Zella out of the way because he knows that once he does, the Lings are just going to come in. So he's going to try his best to pick off the Reapers as quickly as possible. And if he can do that, then Sorcery can come in with his own Reaper and clean up the Lings, because one Reaper against one Ling is fairly easy for the Terran player, but CatZ should be getting a speed. There's his speed right now, and that's just going to make it extremely hard for non-speed Reapers to actually deal with Reapers, or with Speedlings. Right now, Sublime is forced to pull off a few workers, but these Reapers are going to work on those Zerglings, and looks like CatZ is not rallying more Zerglings, so he is going to be trying to do as much damage as he can with these few Zerglings. He is going to be running them out right now because he knows that fighting inside the Protoss space with that small number of Zerglings will not able to do much damage, especially with 2 Reapers coming. So it looks like Sorcery right now getting 4 barracks, putting down another supply depot, possibly going to get supply locked for a little bit, but right now he is moving out with his... Nope. I guess he's just collecting his Reapers there. I think he's anticipating another Reaper movement from Drewbie, but Drewbie right now doing the smart thing. After his first 2 Reapers, actually, he didn't offer speed, and I think that was because he's going to transition instantly to Marauders. And that is a smart decision. So opening with Reaper Lane, if that's successful, build more Reapers, but if not, transitioning to Marauders will be able to do amazing damage against any and all Protoss units. And now he does have those 3 Marauders here, and a little bit of poor communication or coordination on that part, allowing the force fields to get in. And right now, actually, Sorcery actually showed his Reapers. He showed them moving up here, and then before Drewbie's units went up the base, he actually moved them back. So right now, Drewbie actually thinks that there's going to be Reapers coming towards his base, and this is just going to delay any attack currently, and is going to put their units out of position, at least for the time being. And so Drewbie right now, anticipating the attack, putting down a 3 Marines here just to defend the cliffs, and CatZ is going to be moving his Zerglings over here, possibly anticipating a Reaper movement from this side as well. And so right now Drewbie going to be going for 2 Reactor, 1 Tech Lab. I haven't really seen this very much, just considering it's just a lot of Marines, but Marines are definitely good early game, and Drewbie obviously a much better player than me, so I will not question him, although those mass Marines are going to be susceptible to Reapers, just depending on position, and if the Protoss Stalkers can tank for the Reapers. Right now, Sorcery and Sublime going to be moving out their armies right now. Sublime definitely in the lead, just with that Warp Gate technology, being able to just bring a lot of Protoss units out on the field, but Drewbie having his own Stim Infantry Army, and Stim Infantry Army are amazingly good against Protoss Gateway units. So even though he has a less army, that is something you definitely would not want to deal with as a Protoss player. But right now, Sorcery going to be moving in with those Harass Reapers, taking out a Barracks, and Drewbie actually losing an upgrade. I'm not sure which one it was. It definitely wasn't Stim though. And right now, CatZ Overlord getting a little bit out of position, but CatZ does have a ton of Zerglings, and I'm not sure why Drewbie is not moving back. He definitely should be moving back, because right now Sublime and Sorcery are in a great position to force field right on the ramp. Here comes the force field, and right now there's nothing Drewbie and CatZ can do right now. Sorcery and Sublime are just in the base wreaking havoc on CatZ's economy, his hatcheries, and his overlords. And right now all they can do is just wait and wait just for Sorcery and Sublime to get out of there and just destroy as much as they can during this time. But right now, as you can see, the infantry army of Drewbie and Zerglings are just going to absolutely destroy Sublime's Gateway units army. But right now, Sorcery taking advantage of this time, going to be taking out I think CatZ's second hatchery. Yep, second hatchery. He lost all his Reapers except for that last one, but he did manage to take out CatZ's second hatchery. And so CatZ right now having no income, having only a small handful of Zerglings left. But there is just going to be a very strong counterattack by Sorcery, or by Drewbie and CatZ, and that is just a scary, scary number of Marines and Marauders to deal with. And that Zergling army is nothing to laugh at either. But right now, Sublime and Sorcery having at least somewhat of an army to back it up. Drewbie does have double both players' army right now, except for Sublime, who just warped in a ton of Protoss units. But that infantry army, regardless, is just going to make it extremely hard to deal with. And looks like Sublime and Sorcery still just waiting outside. He is actually stimming up. I'm not sure why. I think he is hoping for a Protoss attack, and having the vision, with the Zerglings giving the vision for the infantry army, is just going to allow Drewbie to attack the buildings. But he stimmed yet again, so his units are just being over-stimmed at this point. And right now, Sorcery's army will be able to clean up the rest of Drewbie's attack force. So at this point, it is basically 2v1. CatZ is definitely not in this game by any standards. He has 2 drones, and his evolution chamber is bleeding, and his hatchery is almost done. So all CatZ has left is those 2 drones. Drewbie right now is basically just going to have to carry. He's going to double pump medevacs and go for his Drewbie drop. There is his infamous Drewbie drop, as I've read on Wikipedia 2. Yes, Wikipedia 2. Oh, and that Reaper does manage to kill that one Zergling, but right now there's just a scary number of Marauders coming in for a counterattack, and Sublime apparently lost his Cyber Core, but right now Drewbie drop coming in from the back. Unfortunately, I don't think he will be able to defend against this number of Marauders regardless if he even destroys Sublime's base. All Sublime and Sorcery have to do left is just to come in and destroy the rest of Drewbie's base. Stepping up on those Marauders is going to be able to do terrible, terrible damage. God damn it, I said it again. And right now, even with those SCVs being pulled up, I really do not think Drewbie will be able to hold on to this. Sorcery doing a great little bit of micro. But Drewbie right now did take down the Nexus of Sublime. However, Sublime did put down a second Nexus, and now he is forced to move back. He has nothing left to defend his base, just a few SCVs, and those SCVs are just going to get picked off. Sorcery BMing right now. Please don't lift off, noobs, or please don't lift, noobs. And I think this is because Sorcery said that they said that to Sorcery at one point, and what they actually mean is they lift off their command centers in order to enforce error and just delay the game for no reason. But it does not look like Drewbie will be doing this, and so Drewbie is going to be coming back with his Marine Marauder army. But there's just way too many Marauders for Drewbie to handle by himself, and so this looks like it's going to be game. There's Drewbie and Sublime, or Drewbie and CatZ rather has no army at this point, and they are forced to GG just because of how economically crippled CatZ was. He only had that many workers, and I think in my experience, at least in 2v2, when an ally usually dies, it's better not to actually give them money, just because your ally has all the production facilities, he already has the tech, and so giving your ally money to rebuild everything from the ground up is generally not favorable, rather than just giving him control of your units, and then one of you micros, one of you macros, just for a really efficient one base play rather than a crippled two base play, or two player play. So my name is Elisa with 80s, and if you guys want to see any more Sublime and Sorcery commentaries, feel free to leave in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, where you can see all my latest news and updates.